Hi guys, welcome back to Till Vacuum Do Us Part. If you're new, my name is Ashley. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 17 ways to make your house smell amazing even if you have pets. So if you're new, please subscribe and let's get straight into today's video. Okay, we're gonna start off with some pretty common areas that can create bad odors in your house. And the very first one is your trash cans. Be sure to take those out often, make sure they're full. But sometimes, like if my big kitchen trash can isn't full, I'll go around and clean out like our bathroom trashes, our bedroom trashes, and put it all into that to condense and then take it out, because so many times a bad smell's coming from, leftover food or something that you've thrown into that trash can. So make sure those are nice and clean and cleared out. Even when you take out that liner, take time to go ahead and spray the inside of it and just make sure there's nothing left at the bottom before putting a new liner in. Number 2 is dirty laundry. I feel like a lot of people forget about this, and this isn't a huge issue maybe when you first walk into your home, unless you are going through, I know a lot of us have laundry rooms that are connected through like the garage doors, and sometimes that's how guests enter. But dirty laundry, especially, wet towels and just stuff that's mildewy, gym clothes, whatever it is, make sure you're staying on top of that laundry so that your house is always smelling fresh, and especially your closets. Okay, number 3 is kind of a combination. I feel like our garbage disposals, like our sinks and our dishwashers, can get super smelly if we aren't staying on top of them. So I only like to run my dishwasher if it's full, but sometimes if it's getting smelly in there, and you guys know this, you've opened up your dishwasher and it's just getting a weird smell, it's time to go ahead and run it. Even if it's not completely full, that's just going to be odor that's getting into your house, as well as your kitchen sink. Make sure you're cleaning that out. You can put some lemon down there, essential oils, just even soap and water. Just keeping things going and running will keep that from smelling, and that does linger into your kitchen, which a lot of us have these open floor plans, so it lingers into our living rooms. So it's just best to keep all those areas clean. Okay, for number 4, we're going to talk about like carpets and rugs and all that. I feel like those can be places that hold a smell, whether, if you walk in your house with shoes on, if you have pets, if you have kids, if you, have them underneath the dining room tables where food is falling. I feel like a really good tip or hack is to take a baking soda and you can just sprinkle it all over the rug. And I do this a lot just to help, and it absorbs the smell and the odor. Now, if you can leave it for like all night or 24-hour period, if you're going to be gone, you might as well sprinkle that, leave, and when you come home, sometimes it's when everybody's gone to bed, I'll go back in and sprinkle it, and then when I wake up, I vacuum it up, and it helps just eliminate so much odor. And I feel like it's just an easy hack that you can do, and almost all of us have a vacuum and baking soda, so just go grab that, sprinkle it, and then vacuum up when you're done. Okay, tip number 5 is open your windows. We're in this time of year. It is fall. It is starting to cool off. Sometimes it's just amazing what some natural air can do. And so it's okay to open up one window, but if you can get a flow of it going through your house, so open up on like both sides of your home. Like my open floor plan, I have windows in the front of my house and the back of the house, and then that just keeps the air moving, and it'll just take out all those smells. If you're cooking bacon or anything like that, or if it's a dog accident or kids, whatever it is, it will just move out that smell more quickly and more naturally. And so that's always my go-to if the weather permits. I want to thank Drop for sponsoring this part of today's video. They have this amazing app which is free to download on your phone, and it will start saving you money from shopping like places from Sephora, Trader Joe's, Walmart, all these places that we're already shopping from. You can actually start saving money and getting gift cards with those points. So let me tell you all about it. Okay, it's super easy to get started. All you have to do is download the app, and like I said, it's free, and then you click on it, and right here you can see all the different options to choose from. It's amazing, all the places that are on here. You can click on my offers and see, like I have Walgreens and Target linked to my credit card, because those are the places I go to often. And then you can see where I've been using the drop app. Walmart's a huge one for me. You get 20 points for every dollar. Sam's Club, it's 20 points for every dollar. And then Walmart grocery is the life-changing one to me because I go every week. So every time I use that, I get 3,000 points, and I'm already doing that weekly. So I'm not spending any extra money for this. This is stuff I'm already purchasing, but then I'm getting points back so that I can redeem gift cards as it adds up. So all you do is go down here and click on redeem, and you can see all the options available. So right here at the top it says, hey there, you've redeemed up to $14. So I can just kind of scroll through and see the different options that I have. Savannah's been wanting to go to IHOP, so this is perfect. And so all I have to do is click on it and hit redeem. Okay, and I also wanted to let you guys know that we are teaming up to do a fun giveaway for you guys. So we're going to be giving away 50 assorted gift cards from the app, and they're going to be ranging from $5 to $25. So definitely go download that app, and when you're setting it up, type in vacuum so you can be entered to win, and then also finish setting it up by linking your card that you're going to be using with it, and then comment down below where you would redeem your points from. I like to use my drop points at like Amazon and Starbucks. I think that's what we use them the most on, and this will be ending November 14th, so make sure to enter. And thanks again, Drop, for sponsoring today's video. Okay, my number 6 tip is with dryer sheets, and there's two different things I like to do with these. I feel like dryer sheets, you can do so many things with them when I'm not even going to get into that today. Maybe that can be another video, but I like to stuff them like in my sectional underneath the cushions, underneath pillows. You can do it with chairs, you can do it in beds, you can put them underneath your sheets, and it just helps put off that nice fresh scent. And this can be any choice you have. You know, there's Method, there's Bounty, there's all sorts of options. Just pick the scent you like most. I tend to lean towards like the Fresh Laundry, you know, just that clean scent. But if you like floral or whatever, grab them, stuff them, and your house will just smell amazing. And when you're sitting on them, it helps. Another tip is you can wipe them on your dog, on their fur, and it just helps to give them a good scent. This is just a good little quick fix. Maybe if somebody's coming over and your dog's smelly because they've been outside like laying or rolling around in the grass, grab that, kind of wipe them down, and then you're good to go. Okay, number 7 is your wall plug-in air fresheners. I think these work so well because it's something that's going to be happening whether you do it or not. So a lot of the other things you have to be proactive in doing. This is so nice. All you have to do is buy it, you know, screw the little scent in and plug it in, and you're good to go for about a month from what I'm noticing. So it's just an easy way. It's really good to put them in areas that guests are going to come into. So right by your front door is a place too. You know, maybe your guest bathroom or a hallway or your kitchen. And I know not everybody loves these, but for me it's just working out really well with 2 dogs. Plus we have my mom's like big chocolate lab a lot. So with 3 dogs in the house, I just love knowing when people come in, the first scent is that nice fresh clean scent versus all the dog. So I have found these so helpful. There's all different scents, all different brands. I feel like Febreze is working really well. I've tried a lot of different options and they just ran out quickly, where Febreze, it's like 2 scents in one, and I just love the combination, and it's lasting over a month. So those are the way I would go. Okay, number 8 is if you're looking for more of a non-toxic or healthier way. You can use oils in your house. There's all different ways to do this. The main one would just be a diffuser. You can have it set out, you can have it running, so when you wake up you can turn it on, or if you know company's coming over, you can turn it on. This isn't as budget friendly, I feel like, but it is healthier and safer for you and for the air you're breathing. So this is a really great alternative. There's lots of different like mixtures you can add out there with different scents, so you can definitely look those up if this is one of the options you're going to be choosing. Okay, number 9 is your like spray air freshener. So this isn't something that's hooked into the wall. It's something you're gonna have to do, but I feel like this is a great tip if somebody's on their way or somebody pulls up in your driveway and you're like, oh my gosh, my house smells like dog, and you have to react quickly. I love the Febreze. Once again, I'm going back to this. I think it's because I have them all in that unstoppable scent of like that laundry scent, and I just love that smell. So they have the air sprays that you just spray real quickly in the air. It eliminates a lot of the odors, and I just find it so helpful. The other product I'm loving from them is the fabric spray, and I feel like that almost holds it a little bit longer. I feel like in the air it just kind of like disappears eventually, but the fabrics can hold it longer. So I'll go and spray my sectional where they're going to be sitting, the blankets that are right there, the pillows, anything that's like fabric, I hurry and spray it, the rugs, the curtains, and then when they come in, I know it smells nice and fresh and not like dogs. So this is just a huge lifesaver. Like I said, especially when somebody's coming over and you haven't had time to clean or do any of the other things, this will get you covered until they leave. Number 10 is houseplants. So this is a recent thing that I've really gotten into, and the more I read about like houseplants, they are just so good for you. They clean the air, they purify it, they help with smells. I just feel like this is a really great natural way to help the air in your house. I have snake plants, or they call it mother-in-law's tongue. I have aloe vera plants. Ever since I've got into these plants, I'm getting rid of all my faux plants. I used to love my faux plants, but now just knowing the benefits of real plants in your house and just the way it can change your mood and the way it can help you sleep, definitely do some research on those. They are even cheaper than buying like fake plants, and I'm telling you, if I can keep them alive, you can. I water them all just once a week, just a little bit, and they are thriving. So definitely do your research and look into like houseplants. Okay, number 11 is just like another basic one. Clean your house. So I love using non-toxic cleaners in my house. I use Jaws. I love them. But the more you clean your house, the more you're cleaning those smells out. So even your countertops and in your kitchen and doors and floors is a huge one where they are and they're licking and dropping water. Just keeping your house clean is going to help keep all those odors out. You can spray air fresheners all day long and it's only going to mask it for a short time, rather than just getting a really good cleaning routine. The more dogs you have, the more you're going to be cleaning. It's just kind of how it is. If you're going to bring a pet into your home, you're going to cause more cleaning. I feel like they're worth it. I love them. We recently have a new puppy and I'm cleaning so much more than I ever have, but he's totally worth it and we love him. But puppies are work. So if you're going to be bringing dogs into your home, just know you're going to have to clean more and clean more surfaces, and that too will help keep all those smells out. Okay, number 12 is an air purifier. So I never thought I'd actually buy one of these, but we have a Tiger, and then we had gotten our new puppy George, which is a golden doodle, and then that same week my mom was going on vacation for a full week, so we had a huge chocolate lab, and I kept walking into my home and I was like, oh my gosh, I've got to figure out how to get this dog smell out. And that's when I started creating this list as I was trying different things of what to do. I feel like the air purifier is another like no-brainer. You just plug it in, turn it on, and let it run. This is so good for allergies, asthma, cooking. Oh, it drives me crazy when Chase cooks bacon and eggs and stuff like that. I feel like it lingers all day long, especially when I can't open up the windows if it's super cold or super hot. I can just stick this in the kitchen and there's all different settings, and it gets that smell and odor out so much faster if it was just to be sitting lingering in the house all day. I feel like it really helps with Savannah and Chase. They're allergic to dogs, so that's why we get all the dogs that don't shed. Now Tiger's never bothered her. The golden doodle's a little bit more just because he's bigger, but as long as I keep the air purifier in the room where they are or where he's sleeping, it has just made a huge difference. And even if you don't have pets, this is just a great thing for, like I said, cooking, smoking, allergies, whatever. It has been so helpful in our home. I'm going to go ahead and link down below the one that we bought. We got it from Walmart, so I'll put that link there. I'll also add one to my Amazon store, so if you're in the market, you can check that out. Okay, now my next 5 tips are more doggy related, so I'm going to go into a little bit deeper of ways that you can help with pets in your house. My first tip is keep blankets down where they like to lay, and typically no matter where I put a blanket, my dogs are attracted to it. So if it's on the sofa or a chair or even on a rug where they lay, put a towel down, put a blanket, just because those are easier to keep clean and the smell stays on that versus having to wash all your sectional or buy, you know, some type of cleaner for your carpets. So it's just an easier way to prevent deeper cleaning. And then clean those things often. If it's a blanket, if it's a towel, I like to wash them once or twice a week. Then when people come in, you can move that blanket and they have a clean place to sit and it doesn't smell. The blanket doesn't smell. I think your dog enjoys the nice scent when they're laying on it. So that's been a big life changer for us too. Okay, tip number 14 is a doggy cologne. I spent probably an hour inside PetSmart smelling different smells because I wanted the perfect scent for my dog. He's a boy. Anything like floral and all that sweet smells give me headaches, so I didn't want that. I end up finding this Chi cologne, and so we all know as women we use Chi products on our hair. I use their straightener. I love their brand, so I was super excited. And so I can just, first off, I brush him out, and I think that's just smart to do if you have a dog to help just get any dirt or grass off them. I spray him down and then I brush him again. I've been doing this about once a day, and maybe not every day, but the days I do it, I like to do it at least once a day, but if you forget, it's no big deal. But it makes a huge difference. I feel like I smell it for a little bit and then I don't smell them anymore, but then like Chase will come home or Savannah will smell them like, you know, 2-3 hours later, and they're like, oh George, you just smell so good. And it just makes me proud and feel better. Like when we have a guest come in or if we go on a walk and they smell him, he doesn't smell like dog. It's just like a nice strong, it's not a musky smell, but it's not like a girly smell, it's not a boy smell. It is the perfect scent. I'll have this linked in my Amazon store as well because I think it is absolutely perfect. I will always have this in my house, and I'm so glad I found it. Okay, tip number 15 is another one I found really helpful, especially for this time of year. We've had a lot of rain and it's really wet, so as my dogs come in, I have a towel right there, and you can even train them to come right in and sit on the towel. That's what we've been working on, and George does really well. Tiger's a little more stubborn, but they come in, sit on the towel, and I wipe off their wet paws, and then they run into the house. This prevents me cleaning as much because there's paw prints all across, plus I like a lot of like white and light gray rugs, so I'm not cleaning them as much. Plus that rain, just dirty water smell outside isn't coming into your home. Now I will say, you know, you can keep this towel outside, you can keep it by your back door, but you are going to have to wash it often because all those smells you're taking off of them is going onto that towel. So maybe once a day just switch it out. It can just be a hand towel, it can be whatever you need, but I feel like this is super helpful. Also get their belly, anything that gets wet, sometimes their mouths are a little wet, and just taking a few minutes to dry them off before they come in will save you a lot of hours cleaning later on. Okay, tip number 16 is to keep the dog food out in the garage. I feel like if it's in the house, you're gonna smell it. If it's in the laundry room, if it's in your pantry, wherever it is, you kind of get that smell. Now you can get like airtight containers, and I have that, but I still keep it just right outside my garage door, so it's still convenient to get his food, but it's not smelling up a space. And I feel like if you keep it outside, at least here in Oklahoma, it'll bring tons of flies. We already get tons of flies. I don't need any more flies. Plus we live out in the country, so I don't need any more creatures coming up to smell it. So for us, we've just been keeping it into our garage, and I feel like that's the best case scenario for everybody, so it keeps critters away and the smell away. Okay, and my last tip, tip number 17, is to find a good pet carpet cleaner. So you need to find something that's going to remove stains and the odor, especially if you have a puppy or multiple dogs. They're going to want to mark their spot, or they're going to find their spot. You know, we're still working on George, and so we clean a lot. They have really neat foam sprays. I'll show the one that we're using currently. It works really well. It helps bring up the stain. It helps remove the odor. You know, it's one of those you can even get down and smell the rug and there's no scent left. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you learned a few new tips that you didn't know about, and don't forget to check out the Drop app. I'll leave that link down below in my description box, and if you're new, I'd love for you to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.